Hi everyone, welcome back to Risa Does Makeup. If you're new here, my name is Risa, and today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this pretty easy, everyday, natural-ish, glowing spring makeup. So if you're interested in seeing how to get this look step by step, then please keep on watching. I started by moisturizing my skin with Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream, and then for my face primer I used Hourglass Veil, and for my eye primer I used Benefit Stay Don't Stray. Because this is an everyday glowy makeup look, I am not reaching for my usual medium to full coverage matte foundations. I am using this Skin Feels Good SPF 23 Hydrating Skin Tint that gives a healthy glow. I just took one pump and I'm applying it with my fingers because I find that if I use a beauty blender, that will have a tendency to shear out the product too much, and because this is already a more light to medium coverage, I didn't want to make it too sheer. For my concealer, I'm using this one from the brand Lune and Aster. This is the house label for the store Blue Mercury, and I stopped in the other day after having lunch with a friend and picked up a few things, and the makeup artist there told me that she really liked this concealer for mature under eyes. I think it's an okay concealer. I don't love it. It isn't as full coverage as some of my other favorite concealers, and I also wish it wasn't so yellow. I prefer my concealers to be a little bit more peachy to help counteract the purple and blue tones underneath the eyes. For my cheeks, I'm using another product I picked up from Blue Mercury. This is the RMS Beauty Lip to Cheek in the shade Demure, and I'm just patting that on the apples of my cheeks and blending it in to give a very pretty sort of coming from within glow. Now I'm setting my face with another RMS product I purchased. This is the Tinted Un-Powder in the shade 2-3. This is such a beautiful powder. It really diffuses lines and pores. I'm applying it everywhere but the cheeks. Now, because I do have oily skin, I am setting that cream blush with a powder. This is a shade in the Tarte-eist Pro Glow and Blush palette. I just picked this up and I am absolutely loving it. And I realized that I forgot to contour, so I'm using the bronzer shade that comes in the palette, and I'm applying it underneath my cheekbones and around my forehead and jawline. And it's not a big deal if you forget to do your contour. You can do it this way. It actually worked out nicely because it really blended into the contour into the blush very seamlessly. And for my highlight, I am also using the Tarte-eist Pro Glow and Blush palette. And all of the brushes will be listed in the description. For my brows, I'm using one of my favorite brow products. This is the Arch Brow from Hourglass in the shade Platinum Blonde. And we're out of focus. For some reason, my camera decided to pick up the Smashbox palette that I was using for the mirror instead of what I was doing on my brows. Oh, wait, now we are in focus. So, as you can see, I'm just filling them in. Oh, look at that, we're out of focus again. And now I am setting my brows with the Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel in Blonde. And now we're working on the eyes and going back into the Tarte palette. I'm using the bronzer shade once again and just applying that to the crease of my eyes, working back and forth in a windshield wiper motion. And for my lids, I'm using the shade Sienna from the Natasha Denona Mini Nude palette. This is my first time using this palette, and I wasn't sure if I should use it wet or dry. I started off using it dry, but then I was noticing that it wasn't quite as pigmented as I wanted it to be, so then I went and applied it wet, which I did like. It gave my lids sort of a wet look, I have to say though that I have not been really impressed with the Natasha Denona mini palettes that I've purchased. I have another one that I barely ever reach for because, again, the pigmentation is just not there. Because my eyes are hooded, I do like to take a darker color on the outer corners and work it into the crease. So I'm using the shade Soil from the Mini Nude palette, which also did not have as much pigment as I was expecting. And so I've just applied that to the outer corners and into the crease. And now for my eyeliner, I'm using the Urban Decay 24/7 in the shade Double Life, applying that to my lower lash lines and then just softening it with my fingers. And oops, guess you can't see me doing the right eye, but you can sort of see I'm doing the same thing, just applying it underneath the lower lashes and then blending it out with my finger. And then now I'm going to, what am I doing? Fluffing up my hair and showing you what it looks like. It looks a little bit more like orangey on camera than it does in person. It's a little bit more neutral in person. And now I'm taking a pencil brush and dampening the brush and using the shade Lumino for my tear ducts and also applying it along the inner, I would say 1/4 of my lower lash lines. Now I'm taking my Surratt eyelash curler, curling my lashes. And for mascara, I am using this Wander Beauty Mile High Club Volume and Length Mascara. I just got this a few days ago and I am loving it. It makes my lashes so incredibly long. I will say though that I have been using my Neulash Lash Growth Serum for about 8 or 9 weeks now, and that's really made a difference. But the combination of having longer lashes with this mascara is unbelievable. Here you can see the before and after with one eye done. For my lips, I'm applying Charlotte Tilbury's lip liner in Pillow Talk. I'm also slightly filling them in with this liner. And I'm finishing this look off with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy. I really, really love these glosses. I have all of them, and this color is just such a beautiful, shimmering spring pink. And now I'm fluffing my hair up some more and doing the obligatory posing and showing off of the finished look, and more hair fluffing and more posing. Okay, that's it. I really hope you all enjoyed seeing this tutorial for a natural glowing spring makeup. Of course, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I do try to respond to as many as I can. Also, I would love it if you gave the video a like if you did enjoy it. And of course, subscribe if you are not a member of the Risa Does Makeup family already. We'd love to have you. You can also look for me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. My usernames are all the same. It's just Risa Does Makeup. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.